Yeah, you're on live now.
Bowyer, you there? Who? This is for Peak, right?
Yeah, it's Peak.
And we're live streaming?
Yep, on Instagram.
Old World Industries. How do I look, Bowyer? Am I cute?
Let's see. Where's he at?
He ain't there. This all good stuff and he ain't there?
He's coming.
Okay. And is anybody interviewing us?
You guys are chatting back and forth, kind of talking about what you're
I'm talking to him?
Mm-hmm. You're live right now. They can see you.
How y'all doing, world? How you out there doing? I ain't doing so good. This thing is turned upside down, but we're going to survive it. I promise. Got to be positive here. Got to get out of the negative. I was in upstairs in the boardroom. Sarah's really working hard to make all this. So you're already out there somewhere in the world. I'm streaming to you. Why? If this was sideways, I could see my hands. No, I like reading John Force on the wall, but it's backwards. So, is he in?
Yeah.
Boy, are you there? I can't see you.
Hey, hero!
Hey, what are you doing? You
Farming, buddy. Quarantined. What are you doing?
Quarantined? I'm in prison, and I hate it.
It's
But anyway.
unbelievable. This sucks real bad, bud.
Okay. Watch what you say there, buddy.
I said,
Okay.
I said it sucks real bad. I don't
Oh.
like quarantine.
Okay. I'm the one that always gets in trouble. Don't get me going the wrong way. So I'm just talking to you. Why didn't we just call on the phone? You don't need to look at my ugly mug.
I don't understand this any more than you do. Trust me. I guess probably you have a hall pass here. You are an elder. I can't. Did Brittany set you up on this? Who set you up on this? Somebody. One of them daughters.
Am I an elder? Am I a priest? What is this? I don't know what that means.
One of them daughters had to have set you up with this.
Are we? Oh, you wouldn't believe the stuff they do. They're doing stuff for Monster and Flavor Pack. They're doing stuff continually, making stuff. But I'm supposed to be here pitching Peak, Old World Industries, Blue Deaf, all of this stuff. Big promotion coming with Chevrolet. And I don't know what happened to everything, but it's still out there. But
Quarantine got us, bud. We can't. Nobody can get out and burn any of this stuff, man. I gotta overheat an engine, burn some gas. You know what I mean? Burn some nitro, huh?
Oh, wait, are we supposed to out-talk each other? He's really good at this shit. This guy will out-talk me to death. Let me tell you what happened to me. How much time we got?
You gotta, as long as you need. At least
We're quarantined for crying out loud.
But
Till
what
your
are we
phone
doing?
Goes dead.
What are we?
chatting for the fans.
What's
All
some?
the fans
What's
are
some
watching.
things on the right?
They're all watching.
The hearts and stuff going. Why does he got hearts and he's a good guy and I don't have none of that?
Wait a minute. I nailed it. It is one of your daughters helping you, isn't it?
No, you got the hearts. I got nothing but old age. Hey, let me tell you what happened to me.
What'd
I'm
you
running
do?
through an airport back when life was beautiful and we bitched about it all the time. Like, I can't believe I'm in this airport. I would do anything to be running through an airport to go to a race. But let me tell you something. I ran into your brother.
Oh my gosh.
After we had a 15-minute conversation when I thought I was talking to you. He looks just like you. And it was like, I'm having this conversation and Robert Hyde goes, Force, that ain't Clint. I said, no, are you kidding me? And I'm carrying on this deal asking you, how's Brian Emmerich doing? How's he doing? Your buddies over there. But anyway, that really happened. So let me ask you, what's happening in your world in NASCAR? What do you guys do?
Man, it's same thing everybody's doing. Sitting on our butts, waiting, man. I'm on the bench. It's not fun. When you're a race car driver and you're used to being strapping that helmet on and going out and putting on a show, you can't do that. Nobody can do that. But I tell you, we've been doing this iRacing thing in the evenings and having a ton of fun with that. Gordon and I hosted a race last night, had an IROC race, man. Speaking of IROC, some champions, a legend, you should have been in that thing. Have you ever got on an iRacing rig? We need you.
The only thing I can do is go straight. Wait, I got to stand up to see my sponsor? Okay.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I can't damn arm long enough. Look, my arm won't go long enough to get my shirt in. There you go. There it is. See?
So the world is out there just listening to us?
I don't know any more than you do, bud. It looks to me like only 230 of them are listening to
You
us.
look good. Only 230. Is that good or is that bad?
I'd say that's bad. We got to keep
Well,
talking.
wait a minute. It was one thing you said here, 230 of you, and listen to me. But you're talking to a famous NASCAR guy, Bowyer. We should have millions, right? I got 230 people standing outside my window trying to run their checks to the bank that won't clear.
They're mowing your yard, John. Those aren't fans.
Yes,
Those are employees. Those are landscapers.
I am mowing my own yard.
No, that's who's outside. The 230 people.
Okay,
Hey,
we got to go to work. We got to go to work.
Are you ready to go racing? Are you ready? If they flip the switch tomorrow, you going to burn some nitro, blow flames?
My 18-wheelers, 12 of them rolled into Indy when they came back from Gainesville. And I said, before you park them, and anything I say I can't be held to, because sometimes I embellish sometimes, but they fueled them up. Them rigs are ready to roll. Race cars are ready. You know, you spend a lot of money in the first quarter to get the thing up and running and starting again from all the breakage from the year before. And here in the middle of it, I'm ready to go racing. The day it starts, I'll be on the road.
I tell you what, John, speaking of this iRacing thing that Gordon and I did last night, a couple of your boys, Cruiser and Caps, were in this race last night, and I agree with you. There's no room for a straight liner in a dirt modified race. They did not go very well.
Cruz has run over me a few times, and so has Caps. Hey, wait a minute. So you're talking about I was with Ray Hall, okay? I wasn't with Ray Hall. I can't say that. I'll get in trouble. But I went up for Easter Sunday and spent a day with him. But he wasn't there. He was on TV doing an IndyCar race. And one of your guys, Earnhardt, was in there.
Yeah.
And what was that all about?
That's iRacing. That's what we've been doing. Just kind of fortunate. Landed in our lap, really taking advantage of this situation, being able to still, put cars on the racetrack and put on a show. Fox is, a really limited number. I think there's only like 4 or 5 of us that go down to the studio. Gordon and Mike Joy, Double A. Some of us have been going down there. I actually have a rig down there at the studio at Fox and been having a hell of a good time, man. It's fun. It's I suck. I'm terrible at it, but it's not about that. You know what I mean? It's about going out and putting on a show and having some fun with friends, being able to put your partners out there, and the ratings have been good. Been around 1 million viewers every week, so been fun.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Am I doing nothing? You talked about that you want to get back in that seat where you love to be and what you've been doing. I've been over here in what we call, you're an owner, you're a driver. I'm an owner driver. So when I ain't in the race car seat, I'm over here in the hot seat being crucified every day to keep this ship afloat. But my people have all worked with me, and it's really been sponsors have been calling and talking, and everyone's trying to stay healthy right now. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
But I was talking to Cromwell, why didn't we put together a program like IndyCar and NASCAR has? And he said they had looked at it years ago and maybe the time, but he said the drag racing is really complicated because of the Christmas tree to whatever degree that we have to look at a tree. And I don't know how to make that happen. But when I watch you guys and stuff, and I'm supposed to be over promoting NHRA, and I love it, and I do. But I got so caught up in your stuff, I forgot I was watching. It wasn't a real race. It was just guys sitting at home in their house steering. And the only time I wake up is when Earnhardt would show up. I'd say, he ain't an IndyCar driver. And I've watched your racing in NASCAR. And so in the middle of it, you can find it that it's almost real. And I hope we can figure out how to do it in case this catastrophic thing ever happens again. We'd have a way where we could be out there with you. So
I think you can. I think, prime example is Caps and all those guys. I was trying to get Selzy on board. His kids are doing it, but Caps and Cruiser's been running. We ran that Prelude to the Dream a few years back in late models. Man, I'm telling you, those cats will get in anything and drive. Caps is a ton of fun. We've been able to have him on in some sort of Skype thing.
He's a good kisser, too.
Dude, he's funny, man. So we just have been having fun. Been trying to make the most of it. We're all going to pull through this thing together. We'll be back. I'm looking forward to it.
So how long are we supposed to talk here? Just all day and all night?
All day. So you got any hot rods, any projects? I mean, every man's got a project right now.
I got a project. I'm 100 years old. It's called staying alive, and I'm doing a real good job. And we stay apart. You know, I don't have a mask on now, but I had one in the donut shop this morning. Some days I'm on, some days I'm off. But it's really, you got to look at the world that we talk about. Boy, I could go completely the wrong direction. I better get Chevrolet in there and a few things. And I love my Chevrolet truck. I just want to tell you.
I love Ford. See? I love Ford. We have finally disagreed on something.
I like them too. But I'm saying that I run my truck because we're only allowed so many people in the building. We all got to stand 10 feet apart and all this. And in the middle of it, the truck is where I do a lot of my work out of. So I'm able to get in, you know, in my Chevrolet. I'm able to ride around in it and still run a business out of there. And that's part of my world. Probably the biggest problem is not having the movie shows. You know what I mean? I even put myself on this Nutrisystem stuff, which, I'm definitely going to lose weight. I'm already down 10 pounds, but my brain's going to quit working because after a while, you just get mental over stuff. Yeah.
I got something for you. Check this out. Everybody pay attention. Everybody needs to know how big a fan old Clint is of John Force. Hold on. Pull it into my barn. It just hit me. I'm like, man, I got something of his. Hold on here. Check this out. Right here. Hold on. Let me flip this around. Right here. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that.
Where in the hell did you get that helmet? I ain't got one of those.
It's at my barn, baby.
Nice.
Got me a John Force slick right there, coffee table, and a John Force helmet. I done stole your helmet, bud.
Well, you make me proud.
Let me show you the best horse a man can ever have.
Yep.
Right there.
Look at that. Hey, you're one of them. I just watched a movie with Clint Eastwood called The Longest Day or something. What was it called? Where he rode bulls and he ended up inheriting them. Him and his girlfriend got a bunch of paintings and stuff. Where are we going with this? Hey, thank you.
I'm going with the horse. You don't have to feed it. You don't have to water it. You plug the damn thing in and go for a ride. Best horse a man could ever ask for.
Oh, I was going to say the bull that they ride. John Travolta was in a movie. What was it called?
He was in a lot of movies, John.
I've lost my mind in this countdown of life. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Hey, I can't show you my house. It ain't here, and the wife won't let me in anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I've got the same problem going on. That's why I'm over at the barn.
So where are you just out there walking around, or is that a video behind you? Is that, hey, there's the American flag. Now that's that's what life is all about. So I can take my video and go run around?
You want to?
Yeah, go show me something cool.
You want me to show you something cool?
Yeah, let me see a hot rod.
You mean I can actually walk around with this?
Yes. I don't know what you have.
There's my daughter, Brittany. Courtney. That's Courtney. Hey, yeah. Look at this. So, no, wait a minute. Here's my granddaughter. Autumn.
Oh, that's a cool pic.
See? There's me and my granddaughter, Autumn, on the racetrack.
Where is that?
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to learn how to do this. There's my two
Flip it
grandsons.
around for him.
Can you see my two grandsons?
That's cool.
This is technology. I love it. This is unbelievable. This is my museum. But
where's the room with all those trophies in it? I want to see that.
There's trophies here.
Look at that.
Oh, I don't know how to run this thing.
You know, the only thing I've never got from you is an invite.
This is really
other than this Instagram invite is the only invite I've ever had. I would love to see that museum.
Wait, here's my twin brother. Thank you very much. Hey, Elvis. Okay, he croaked too. No, this is kind of cool. Here's the Dodger car of Robert Height with Auto Club and the Dodgers.
Oh, that's cool.
Is this the way? We got to do this more often. This is the way to get this is pretty. Oh, I got stuff I could show you.
Show me the good stuff. What was your favorite car you ever drove? Forget that all the partner. What was your favorite car you ever drove?
Well, in the original, the first car I went to Australia right here. This is how. But I got to watch. I can't show other sponsors.
I know it.
This was Brute Force. I'm supposed to be plugging Peak today.
What year
Chevrolet.
was that?
Baldwin filters, huh? 19. Do you really care?
Yeah, I
How
just
long
didn't
do
know
we
if you
do
knew.
this? Do we do this all day?
Yes. What year was that?
When I went to Australia,
Yeah.
1975. That's when
Did
I
you
saw
whoop 'em?
Jaws.
You won over there, right? Hell yeah,
Well,
you did.
yeah.
That was a stupid question.
Yeah, I didn't die. Hey, here's my first championship car. It wasn't a Chevrolet, but it was in the General Motors line.
Oh
I'll go
yeah,
and show you, and then I don't show you.
that
An
was my
Oldsmobile.
favorite.
A lot of Ford stuff here. If you want to put a few Ford plugs in, we'll show you some Ford stuff.
Hey, I've learned a long time ago, when you've been around as long as you have, you've been with them all, man. Everybody's rode your coattail for a long time, me included, everybody. You're a good guy to follow and a good guy to root for, always.
There's Robert Height and Tom McKerna.
How'd you let him beat you last year, by the way?
Huh?
How'd you let him beat you last year?
Can you do this? This
Yes.
is the goofiest.
We're doing
This
it.
is the goofiest thing. There's my daughter Brittany. There's Robert Height. If I get out of the picture, see, I'm getting Auto Club in there, getting Chevrolet. Got to get. Wait a minute. Hold on. This is pretty cool.
We're getting a tour, folks. This is cool.
No, I can't even believe we're doing this. This is my American-made car, 16-time champion. What?
Yes.
You can do this.
What do you do?
You can.
Yeah, flip it over for him.
I don't know how to do this. I'm getting
There
the
you
manual
go.
on this, but right now I'm finishing the Bible. It's taken me 70 years. Oh, there's my daughter's Monster Energy. Now it's flavor packed with Monster Energy. She won the championship. There's my brute force cars from the early days, and Leo stereo.
Yes.
I don't get to see this stuff very often.
How long has it been since you've worked out of that shop, John?
No, I'm here every day here.
No, I
We got
know,
the
but
shop
since
and-
you've raced out of it.
Huh?
How long's it been since you've raced out of that shop?
Oh, it's been 20 years. We moved to Indy 20
Okay.
years ago. There's a Taylor Swift car with Courtney.
Good car. Good pick.
See, these are old Mountain Dew. This is crazy.
No, this is awesome. This is the best tour people. This is what people got on here for.
This is really a cool They're going to hang up and say, what are we listening to that idiot for? Okay,
No,
let's
that's
go.
awesome.
Let's go back. Okay. Where are we going?
Go up to the museum.
Go back. Okay, let's go back to you. I got all carried away with my stuff. I forgot what I was doing. Anyway, I'm going to go back out where I was sitting.
Thanks for the tour, man. That's awesome. I've always wanted to go there.
Is this supposed to prove that we're just nuts?
No, that proves that you've been around a long time and a badass. That's what that proves.
This is my original museum, the new one, which has all my new sponsors. You know what I'm saying? I'm back in the game. Okay,
Back, baby.
We're not doing this right. I'm not doing this right. You are, but I'm not. Let's get back into a game plan. And what are we supposed to talk about?
You're doing great.
Well, I
We're
can't
supposed
even
to shoot the shit, John. John, we're all quarantined. Everybody's bored. We're just supposed to shoot the shit and have fun.
Yeah.
Can we cuss on here?
Yeah.
You already did, so that's why I did.
Oh, you did? Okay. He's the cutest little guy. I like these NASCAR guys. I really do. Except he's bigger than me. Are you still hunting and doing? I hunted with your buddy when I went
Emmerich
one time.
Yeah,
I was
didn't
in a
get invited
Deliverance
on that
movie.
one. It's funny how every time you get invited somewhere, I don't. It's like he like hoards you. He doesn't want to let anybody else have you. Just keeps you all to himself. He doesn't let anybody else join in any fun when you're around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to plugging sponsors. Isn't that why we're here?
No, you're here to entertain the fans.
Huh?
You're here to entertain. You're doing a good job.
No,
You're
it's
doing great.
crazy. Okay, so are you married or single?
Yeah, I'm married. I got 2 kids, John.
Okay, well,
You
I'm
held
married.
one. One of my favorite pictures is you holding Cash and Charlotte. I know you don't remember. You hold a lot of babies. but you held him, what, 2 years ago, man? One of my favorite pictures in the office. Cool pic.
Okay, I remember that.
Yeah.
I whacked my head the last couple of years. I've been hit a number of times, but I still love my racing. You know, my grandkids, Autumn is driving junior dragster. Jacob and Noah are both in junior dragsters. That's why we got to get back. You know, I love what I do. I'm lucky to have a sponsor like Old World Industries, to have a guy at my age represent. Herbis is a great guy. He's as old as me, and we love what we're doing. So it's an opportunity. They give me a chance to do what I do, and that's race and entertain the folks, and along the road, you know, get, you know, plugs in, you know, for all their, I'm sitting here trying to remember all my sponsors, and they're all on my shirt right in front of me. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you don't have to. You've got them all over. What else have you been doing? You've got to been doing something. You've been grilling out. You've been hanging out with the family. I mean, what?
Yeah,
What have you been doing?
On my Pit Boss grill, another
Yes.
plug, but it really works great. And you know, we cook pizzas and steaks and a lot of different stuff. But now they put me on this Nutrisystem. Life is, if you want to be thin, it works. And they're not a sponsor of mine, but I really, when I do something, I live it. And it's, but I miss some big old steaks and barbecue beans and stuff when life was good. Well, wait a minute. You talked to Ron Capps. I haven't seen him in a month. How are those guys all holding up, him and Cruiser?
We took a beating last night. Actually, both of them did, but they both served a really good purpose for Gordon and I. Our race was getting stunk up. The leader was gone by like a 4-second lead. He comes around, and Cruz spun out in turn one and knocked the leader off their track, allowed second place to catch him. So then we had a hell of a battle going on, and lo and behold, they catch those two caught Caps. He wrecks in front of them, wipes those two guys out, and the third place guy comes and wins the race last night. So they didn't have a very good showing.
It's amazing. But you know, them guys have all done. I was going to IROC one time. They'd put me on it, and then somehow I moved, and they took me out of it. But I did go to Buddy Baker's driving school in Charlotte, and they said I ran quick enough to qualify for the Daytona. And
Yeah.
I think I might have made that up, but it worked at the time. But I remember one of the media guys was in the car, and he set it on fire. And here come this little old man out across the racetrack, and we all stopped, and the car was smoking. And Buddy Baker was a great big guy. Talk about a ride across the Carolinas in a pickup truck with, with Buddy Baker. That'll terrify anybody. And cops chasing us and everything. But here come this guy, and I thought, what is that? This guy, and he just ran out, and he was beating on the hood. And this media guy, well, it was Baker's dad. It was the guy, yeah, and he was mad over them abusing his car. You know what I mean? And this media guy had burned it up. But that was my big experience in NASCAR. I've never done any IndyCar, and Graham Rahal will never give me a chance ever. But I'd like to try one of these simulators one of these days. But see, I'm not really, I don't know how to run this thing she put in front of me. I don't even know what it's called.
You don't have to, John. You're a race car driver. You know how to drive a race car.
Oh, yeah.
That son-in-law's not doing a good job.
Hey, look who's here. Brittany's here.
Hi.
Hey!
And Langdon's here. Good to see you, Langdon.
Hey, you keeping going on that iRacing?
I'm trying to educate him on some iRacing. He doesn't know anything about it.
Could you imagine him?
Going.
Could you imagine
Do you
him
have one?
on NASCAR?
Put him in a race. If Caps and Cruiser can do it, he can do it.
Yeah, I got mine. I'll put him on mine.
Well, there you go, John. You're
They
in.
won't let me do nothing. Let me tell you, the first time Winston invited me to a golf tournament, I stood there on the first deal after talking to everybody to death. They told me to shut up. I hit the first ball, and it went completely the opposite direction. And in the middle of it, it bounced off Wally Parks, the founder of NHRA, and almost hit him and his wife. And that's when they took my club away from me, and they told me to drive the beer cart. I said, wait a minute. And I'm the first-time champion. You finally invite me, now I can't even golf. So I don't golf. But in the middle of it, Bob Fisher was with me, and we were beer. I don't drink anymore, but in those days, I think I was an alcoholic. Okay. Well, anyway, in the middle of this, we're down, and we're in wherever we're at up in Charlotte golfing, and it's 110 degrees. And finally, Fisher and I, we're old California boys. You know, we thought, you know what, enough of this. Let's go wading in the water. So we took off our shoes and we go out in the water and we're drinking all this beer. And this guy comes by on a lawn tractor and he goes, "Get out of the water. There's moccasins in there." And I thought he was pulling my leg. I said, "Ain't no moccasins in here." Well, there were. And we got out. We never got hurt. But that was the end of my golfing days. I don't do it anymore.
Well, I don't have I'm not good at golf. I don't have any golf stories. I hate golf. The ball won't go where you want it to go.
Does your wife still like you?
No, I'm married, John. I'm a racer and I'm married. We stay gone. When guys make a living on the road and they're all now quarantined at home in the same house, we're in big trouble. Big trouble.
I can't believe I'm sitting here and we're out across. Are we around the world?
Across the states.
They got us in China.
They
got us in China. I'm glad. And we're here.
Actually, technology, buddy. Hey, man.
But what I'm saying is, this is pretty cool to say.
Absolutely.
How long we been on? 30 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, we can just go for hours.
I mean, you gotta stop sometime.
Cornwell Tools, I got them in. Greatest two in the world.
Here, I'll get you. I get you out of here.
The ones you use, those are great too.
I'll get you out of here, man. You talk more than I do.
Wait, who's your boss? Who's your boss over there? Who do you drive?
My boss.
For?
John, we're all unemployed. We can't race, bud.
No boss.
I'm unemployed. I'm just broke.
I need to get back racing. I need to earn a paycheck.
You race with you race. Who do you race with now?
When we're home in quarantine, there's only one boss. There's no partners. There's no anybody. There is your wife. That's who the boss is.
He can't see me pointing. I'm pointing at him. He's ignoring me. No, you're with. I know who you're with. You're
Pete.
With
Yeah, Gene Haas.
All the machinery.
Ford, Haas,
yeah.
Peak, Blue Death.
I know. Is Stewart? He's still there with you guys, isn't he? Or did he start?
We can't find him. He's AWOL. Nobody knows where he's at.
He's on some little dirt track in America because that's what he always loved.
Probably.
I met him years ago. I'm doing a show up in Boston or somewhere, and they drove me 30 hours from Florida all the way up to get me there for this show. And then I'm sitting there in a rental car, and then they put me on a golf cart, and here comes in this chopper. This helicopter comes in and lands, and out steps Stewart. And I said, "What is wrong with this picture?" The guy won't even, and he only came from the street in a helicopter. They brought him in. Like I said, God, this is not fair that I'm being funny. But he says, God says, I allow you to drive fuel funny cars. And to me, that's the best thing I could do. It's what I love to do.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, man, we got to get up here. I'm sure you got something to do too. Cash, we're going to the motocross track.
We ain't even started yet talking, and I got in Flavor Pack. I got in Monster Energy, Chevrolet, Auto Club. Come on, I got to do this. You guys are superstars. You can get away with anything.
We all have to do it, John.
Baldwin Filters, Parker Store. The list goes on and on. Right? Yeah.
Did you say Peak?
Did
you say Peak?
I got my guy called me. Frank Teagues called me, and you know what he said? He said, "I'm up here because in Washington," and I said, "Well, we all got the same problems." But he told me the government is telling him he's got to keep making food. I said, vegetables, potatoes. He grows stuff, frozen food, all that kind of stuff. And it's sometimes the world goes right, just depending where you're.
No, John, no, don't go right. It hurts like hell. In our world, you go right, you hit something hard.
So I walk in one day to get a cup of coffee. The only friends I have in town here is the guy at the laundromat and the guy and gal at the donut shop. So I go in there and I said, "I can't believe you're open." And they said, "We're open. You want a cup of coffee?" I said, "Yeah." And how come you're open? I said, "I own a race team with 100 employees that I got to feed, and they've shut my doors out here in California and Indy." And I said, "Why are you guys open?" And she said, "Because we are essentials." And I said, And then I realized without coffee, there is no John Force on the planet. And I said, you are essential. Give me a cup of coffee and I'll shut up. And
That's right.
isn't that the truth about the
Oh,
world?
yeah,
But
absolutely.
it's going to come back. It's going to be positive. Got a big Chevrolet promotion coming with Blue Def and trucks that we're giving away. A lot of good stuff. I want to say hi to Bolander. It's sucking up, Bolander. But anyway, I'm out here working.
Hey, I'm going to call it, John. I'm calling it. You're going to win 4 races this year. 4.
Only
4 races. Yep. Sit back and watch him, baby.
Okay. I plan on winning more than that. Hey, you look good. You're healthy. No mustache, no beard, none of that anymore.
Go sell you. Hey, I'm going to go sell some Peak. Oh, wait a minute. That's what we're doing right now.
We are really bombing here, aren't we?
Tell you what I want to do.
Smiling.
It's
Sarah's
my day
smiling.
off, John.
She's telling me, and she's back 10 feet.
Holy hell. Hey,
smaller.
put it back. Does he let you leave? I've been trying to leave for 10 minutes. I've been literally trying to get him out of here, and we can't do it.
Isn't
It's
she
not going to
cute?
happen.
I don't know if she has a boyfriend or not, but anyway, I'm old enough to be her grandpa. But anyway, she put me on this. I didn't know how it works. I want to thank everybody out there in TV land and in the world. Stay tough. You're going to make it. We're all going to make it. We love you. Right? Clint, we love him, right?
Absolutely. We can't do this without him. Man, I think we ought to make this like a daily thing, John, you and I. I think I need to get a little bit closer to a beer cooler, but if that happens, I would like to make this a daily event. I think this has made my day right now.
I'll be sitting right here tomorrow at this time. Anybody call me?
I'm going to set my phone right here, and you take it away, okay?
Why does he got love hearts going by him like he's a sweetheart with all the beautiful, and I'm sitting up here in the ugly world? I don't get it.
Okay.
Okay,
hey,
you ready to go?
See you, buddy.
Do you still love me?
I love you, and I love Peak.
Okay, me too.
I'm gonna go heat something up, get some Peak in my engine, get going.
Okay, me too. Thanks, everybody. Love you. Bye-bye. Bye, Clint. I don't know what just happened.
You did great.
Yeah, but how do we